Hi everyone. So I've had surgery 2 weeks ago on 5, and 6, and some on 4, and I've had a cage put round. And I'll just tell you, do this as quick as I can. So about 15 years ago, I started having problems with sort of headaches and stuff, all related to my neck, and real sort of headaches would last a long time. It's really quite incapacitating. Couldn't do very much. And then over the years, things got worse. And about a year ago, started getting tingling in my left hand. And then it got worse. It started going up my arm, and then it was like electric shocks, and it was across my back. And then my hand went numb, and I couldn't feel my hand. Then I couldn't feel my arm. And I'd gone to the doctors. I'd had some physio. Physio said he couldn't do anything about it. So eventually, I went to I had a MRI scan, and the scan showed the discs at the back and the vertebrae. The discs had worn out, and it had all collapsed, and it was pushing on my the nerves that go to my arm. Quite soon after that, I started getting a little bit of tingling in my other arm, in my hand. Hand went numb. Hand was going numb for a while, and then both arms were like it. So couldn't really feel much at all in my hands. Electric shock shooting right across my back, and then and it was pretty horrendous. So I had the MRI, and the doc sent me in for the operation to have the discs replaced, to have nodules removed which were pushing on the nerves, and a cage put around it. I'm in the UK, and so I went in 2 weeks ago, had the operation. I was really worried about it. I was convinced I was going to croak it and not come round. Never had an operation or any anaesthetic before in my life. Operation went really good. Come out after that, I had a nurse stay with me for 6 hours to make sure everything was okay. It was a private hospital in Plymouth in England, and that night actually I was like really quite high in mood wise, because I was convinced I wasn't going to make it through the operation, so I was quite high that I was alive. And I was moving about, moving my arms around. I was walking up and down the corridor. Felt really quite good. I suppose I was on quite a lot of drugs. Anyway, so left the hospital the next day, and so it's 2 weeks now it's been. And over the course of the 2 weeks, I've been told not to be lifting anything or doing anything stupid, obviously. Couldn't drive for a couple of weeks. So I've been moving around, getting as mobile as I can, without being, overdoing things. And I find it completely unbelievable, to be honest. I've got, I'd say, like 95% of my feelings back in my hands, from being like numb. I've had no electric shocks down, none of the shocks that have been going up and down my arms or across my back, which was absolutely horrendous. It's completely gone now. And I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. The surgeon said, within like a year, he said, hopefully it'll all completely recover. I'm really happy with the way it is now. What's the other thing? Only things that I would say since the operation that I've noticed is, so I had a week where it's really difficult to swallow. It's like having a bad sore throat, but also it's like there's something kind of stuck in your throat as well, that's making it difficult to get things to go by. So now 2 weeks on, I'm still finding I haven't got a sore throat, so there's no pain. Like now, there's no pain at all. But when I'm trying to eat things, soups and things like that are mushed up, fine. But anything with any kind of bulk to it, I feel that it's pressing on something in the back of my throat. This is nothing, right, really. I'm eating less. I've lost a bit of weight. Result. But, I do feel, when I'm eating, it's like, and in the first week, something that I noticed, when you eat food, it goes down and you have to keep swallowing and keep swallowing and keep swallowing and keep swallowing and keep swallowing to get it to go down. And then you can feel it working its way back up, and you keep swallowing and keep swallowing and keep swallowing. But you know, that's gone, and the only thing I say is that it feels like at the back there's something. It feels like when I'm trying to swallow, it's hitting something at the back as it's going down. It's not really painful. It's just a bit awkward eating. I haven't spoke to the doc about it, so I don't know whether that'll go or whatever. But it's completely minor compared to you know, the problems that I did have. What else can I say about it? I've had headaches wise. You know, my headaches have gone pretty much. They've gone. I mean, I did have one the other day, and that was because I did lift something, which wasn't very heavy. The doc did tell me not to lift anything, and that kind of set me off. And it set me off. I thought it would have been something that would have lasted about 3 weeks before. It's a really bad sort of headache and all the rest of it. It lasted for just one night, and I haven't had that for years. You know, so it's obviously, you know, it's done quite a lot. And scar-wise, like you can see, I don't know if you can see that. It's not. He's done a fantastic job, this guy. Can you see that there? It's just a bit raised, but yeah, phenomenal. And this is like 2 weeks. I've got my old T-shirt on because I'm about to start doing something, but painting or something. So yeah, total result. Go for it. I did have dizziness, which I think might have been related to this. I'd had some scans and things before, and they weren't sure why I was dizzy. You know, it wasn't an inner ear or anything like that, and I think it was also doing my neck. I'm pretty convinced of that because I was having other neck problems at the time with dizziness. I haven't had that yet, so I'll keep you posted. I'll come back and post another one, and I can't think of anything else that's really sort of important to say. But I would say, you know, I was really worried about it, and I was totally convinced that I was not going to make it through the operation, and it all went. It couldn't have gone better. None of it could have gone better. So I wouldn't have second thoughts about doing anything like this again. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share it in case somebody's going through the same as me and they're sort of worried about it. And you know, I've looked at lots of these YouTube videos and people saying about different things. And I did find other people saying about 5 and 6, having 5 and 6 problems was making them dizzy. I googled that and I found some people saying that. So I think this could change quite a lot for me. Yeah, you know, it makes sense. So if you're thinking about it, I'd say really definitely go for it if you're in pain and you know, you've got problems. Anyway, that's enough from me. Take care. Good luck. Arrivederci.